Now let's take a look at what is a lock and key hypothesis first. Okay, so excuse me. So as you can see, we have got the enzyme molecule here, we have got enzyme molecules here. Okay, so enzyme molecules, when we talk about the lock and key component, okay, think of your house lock. So the enzyme is going to be the lock, okay, and the substrate is going to be the key. Okay, so which means to say that for each and every enzyme in the lock and key hypothesis, there is only one key for each lock. Just as your house lock, there is only one particular key that can fit into that lock. You are not going to be able to use your room key to open your house lock. Okay, so as you can see in both the scenarios, the enzymes fit beautifully right into the location, the grooves of these enzymes. Okay, and these are what we call the active site. Okay, so we have got the difference between anabolic reactions and catabolic reactions. So what these two simply shows is the reversible action of the enzymes themselves. So of course you have got different enzymes for different reactions. Okay, so in anabolic reaction it is building up, whereas for catabolic reaction it is breaking down. Okay, so for example, I have got this enzyme molecule. Using back the example that we used earlier on, this particular enzyme molecule is going to break down the carbohydrate that is being eaten. Alright, so this carbohydrate is broken down into your glucose components, and that is an example of catabolic, whereby you have got large components being broken down into smaller components. Now for anabolic reactions, on the other hand, is whereby I've got these smaller substances, for example your glucose molecules in excess. These will then be joined back together to form a large complex for storage, for example your glycogen component. Okay, so all this is explained in the notes that you have here. So we have got the key points here again. We have got the active site to take note of, and this active site will get you your enzyme substrate complexes. Okay, so once the substrate binds to the enzyme, what happens is that the substrate, in order to produce your results, in order to produce your products themselves, they will have to undergo a conformational change. Okay, so once this is completed, the enzyme will then release the product from the active site, and it can then be used for the next reaction. Since enzymes, they can be reused.